Hello everyone. Today I thought I'd make a video answering another question I often get asked, which is what brushes do I use and what do I use them for? Right, so here they are. Now, this definitely isn't all the brushes that I own, but these are the brushes that they're the only ones I use with any regularity. So starting from the right, we have an Escoda Ultimo mop, size 18. It's a large synthetic squirrel wash brush. I really do like the handle on this. It's really comfortable in the hand. This brush is used for like the initial wash and when I paint larger than a quarter of a sheet. Yeah, really lovely brush and holds lots of water. Right, next we have another wash brush, and this one is a Raphael 803. It's a size 7 squirrel mop. I use this one just as I would use the Escoda. Yeah, it's really soft and I love it, especially for painting skies. The hair is softer than the synthetic before, but I much prefer the handle on the Escoda. This one can be, I don't know, it's a bit uncomfortable for me. Next we have another Escoda. This one is the Escoda Versatile Synthetic Sable, size 12 round. This is kind of my like all-rounder brush. I kind of use it for painting larger shapes after the first wash, but I could probably do a whole painting with just this one brush. Then we have another Escoda. This is a size 10 Perla round. It's another synthetic brush. I think the material is white Torre or something like that. It's pretty springy and it's got a very good point on it. It's used for painting details mostly. Then I got these last three brushes. They don't get used all that often. This is another Escoda Ultimo mop. It's a size 10. Since I got the Versatile, I don't really use this one at all. And then finally, I've got two super cheap Seikai synthetic rigger brushes. There's a size 1 and a size 3. They're great for tree branches and stuff like that. And yeah, that's what I use them for mostly. Right, so that's pretty much all the brushes I need. I don't have any flats or any strange shapes, just rounds, mops and riggers. Right, so now I'm going to do a quick painting to show how I use the brushes. In the demo, I'll use the Escoda Ultimo size 18 mop, the Versatile size 12, the size 10 Perla, and the number 1 rigger. Right, let's get started. Right, so I'm going to wet the sky area using the large mop. As I said before, the brush holds lots of water, so it's perfect for this. And then I'll just use the same large brush to paint the sky. Yeah, I especially love painting skies with a big soft brush. It's really nice. You can just paint it with lots of water and pigment and then just like leave it to do its own thing. So now I'm going to continue with the same brush and paint in the distant mountains. I should probably have let the sky dry a bit more before doing the mountains, but oh well, we'll see how it looks at the end. Next, I'm going to paint the distant trees. I could and I probably should have switched to either the Versatile or the Perla for painting these trees, but I do like to get as much done as possible with just a large brush. Okay, that looks fine. Now the final part that I paint with this large brush will be the grass. Okay, that's it for the big brush. So say goodbye to that one. Now I'll just let the painting dry before moving on to the next stage. Okay, now it's had some time to dry, I'll start painting in the trees. For this, I'm going to switch to the Escoda Versatile. Now this is made from Escoda's synthetic sable hair. I'm not sure how well it mimics sable really, but it is a very nice brush. It holds a decent amount of water, has a little spring to it, and a pretty good point. I think if I could only have one brush, then most likely this would be the one. I mean, this is a size 12. Maybe I'd like the 14. I'm not so sure. Now I'm going to switch to the perler for the thinner branches. So these perlers have a really good point and they're very springy, so they're perfect for this kind of thing. Now I'm switching to a rigger to paint the middle distance trees. Sorry for my hand blocking the view here. Rigger brushes are really good for this kind of thing, for fine line work. I could probably do it with the perler, but the rigger just makes the job much easier. Right, now for some finishing touches to the painting. I could do all the rest with either the Versatile or the perler. Doesn't really matter that much. So I'm just painting in the fence posts and the shadows. Maybe add a bit of shadow to the distant trees there. Oh, another thing I like to use the rigger for is to paint some distant tree foliage. I like to lay the brush on its, flat on its side and drag the paint over the texture of the paper. You can do that with the perler and Versatile too, but I particularly like it with the rigger for distant trees. And now the final touches, I'm going to paint in with a rigger. I'm just going to add a few random thin branches to the tree. Oh, and I almost forgot about the fence wire. Okay, so that's all done. It's not exactly one of my favourite paintings, but hopefully it showed you, and gave you a good idea of how I like to use the brushes that I use. So what are your favourite brushes? Do you tend to use the same ones for every painting like me, or do you like to experiment with different shapes and sizes often? I tend to just stick with the same ones because I kind of want to learn how to use them really well, rather than, messing about with flats and daggers. And so anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.